Let's find the antiderivative of 9x squared dx. So we're going to integrate 9x squared dx here. And what we have to understand is finding the antiderivative, we got to increase this power by 1. 2 plus 1 makes, 3. You knew it. I know you did. And then we also need to take that value we get after we increase it by 1. That needs to go down as the denominator. Okay, so we've got 9 in the front here. So we're going to say 9. We're going to bring it along for the ride. The antiderivative of x squared is going to be x to the third over 3. Why? Because raise that value by 1. 2 plus 1 makes 3. And then the bottom of your fraction needs to be that same power raised by 1 as well. So now what we have here is 9 thirds, which will simplify down. 9 divided by 3 is going to give me 3x to the third. Don't forget, when we're finding the antiderivative, we always have to include the addition of c. Okay, we're always going to be adding that constant c at the end. So that's one big important part you cannot forget. Okay, so there's one example right there. Increase the value by 1, boom. Bring this along for the ride. And then on the bottom of the fraction, down to the denominator, increase that power that you had by 1 as well. Okay, let's do another one. Let's go 7x to the fourth. Okay, so let's find the antiderivative here. So we're going to take 4. We're going to increase that value by 1. That gives me x to the fifth. 7 comes along for the ride. And then what goes down on the bottom? Oh yeah, it's that value of the power that we already increased by 1. You can find it right there. It's a 5. So what we're going to end up here with is 7/5 x to the fifth. And don't you dare forget to add that constant of c. We got to remember that part. That's a big one. Okay, that'll come into play later on. So now that we have an understanding of how to find our antiderivatives, we're integrating 7x to the fourth dx. This is what we're going to end up with as a result. It's pretty basic calculating. You just got to do a couple of repetitions of it and you'll start to get the hang of it. It will start to make sense. You'll get much quicker with it. I highly encourage asking your teachers to give you just a bunch of basic problems at the beginning so that you can just drill and kill, practice, 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 get quicker, 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 quicker. That'll lead you into more success later on down the line. Let's do one last one. Make sure you guys got the hang of this stuff. So we're going to go, let's go 8x to the third. So the 8's coming along for the ride. X to the third is going to change to x to the fourth because we're just increasing this value by 1. The bottom's going to also have that value, but increased by 1. There's me just showing you what's actually happening here. That gives you 8x to the fourth over 4. Well, good news is 8 divided by 4 comes out to 2. So we're going to get 2x to the fourth. And oh my gosh, I'm about to forget to add you got it, plus c. All right, you can do this stuff. Study hard and good luck on your upcoming test. Boom.